Welcome everyone. What a day so far. How's it going? Let me know if my audio is coming in good. Well, I hope no one paper hands Tesla and you're still holding on all your shares. Let me know if my audio is coming in. Hey Marco. Hey Mr. McSnuffly Fluffly. How's it going? You sense a massive short squeeze in the future. I hope so. I really hope so. Let me just make sure. I've got my Interactive Brokers pulled up on my phone as usual. And I've got Thinkorswim on the screen here. Nice, Johnny. There we go. Hit the like. Hit the like for Tesla stock going up. Somehow I did something. I was like, oh, yo, he has to come on live. Yeah, no, I had to do it. Tesla's non-stop today. Non-stop. Now, today, like in this video, what I want to talk about for a second is actually a little bit, days like today are where we should probably talk about risk management a little bit. I know it's probably not what you want to hear, right? On days when everyone's making this much money, everyone's up again. This is awesome. But days like today are, if we learned our lesson, we need to be thinking about risk management. Tesla's at $670 again, or just about here. See if it retests it. 672.92 is the high of the day. The thing is, it put that, oh, there we go. 670 just broke. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Thanks for coming, y'all. This is a awesome day. After going live for what, 14 days straight or something with Tesla going down. It's a nice change up. It's a nice change up. Oversold for so long. Yep. Gordon Johnson's in the corner. Yeah, maybe, hopefully. Or sorry, I don't even, he who shall not be named. If you know. Let's see here. Well, stock guru said 5 hours ago Tesla was going to go down to 358. Well, I'm so happy it was not. Oh, there you go. There you go. Goes to show you. It goes to show you with these big companies, big institutions really control everything. It's not retail oriented, really. You earned your Tesla. Nice. Tesla is fascinating to me. They seem to have the same kind of group think. Absolutely. It's short sellers. Here comes high of day again. I think we're about to hit high of day again here. Hit the like. Thanks for joining, y'all. On short notice, I know I didn't. Here, we just hit high day. Here it is, 672.88. Nope, we didn't hit high yet. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We'll get there. I put 20% in the thumbnail. Right now, we're sitting at 19.4. It was bullish to say the least. But I hope we can get some sort of I'm hoping we can get some sort of a rally going here to 20%. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Let me know in the chat how you guys are feeling about everything. Let's see here. Go. People are quoting me saying Tesla's less volatile than S&P. I know. And you know what? You're probably saying that because you probably watched my really old video about beta being really low, and I'm still gonna stand by that. I still think there's no chance that beta is gonna stay as high as it is right now in the long run. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy as you are for today. So I'm eating an orange. I hope you guys don't mind. Ivan says straight to 695. I hope so. I'm looking to. I'm day trading some April 1st calls. And here's the problem, right? I wish I was more leveraged. Part of what I've done during hey, thanks Alex, appreciate it. Part of what I've done during this market reset of valuations is I've really structured my account. And guys, it looks like we're probably about to retest this moving average sitting at 664. So I mean, I probably, none of this is investment advice, but I'm probably not going to FOMO into this just yet again. I'm probably going to wait for this to settle down. But part of what I've done is during this whole structure and value reset is I've positioned my account more equity based than I ever have in history. And because, and partly obviously is because of the huge reset in leaps that we've seen, number one. But just number two, damn, it looks like Tesla's got legs again. Let me try to see if I can get back in. But part of what that's done is made me a lot less leveraged. You know, the old me was not leveraged margin wise, just leveraged deltas wise with leaps. So I am looking to get back into more leaps. The problem is, not the problem, but I really think that I think be careful FOMOing on days like today. So that's not to say we don't hit 700 and hopefully 800 very soon. I'm just saying that if it doesn't, you don't want to blow up your account twice or blow it up twice in a month, right? So sometimes patience is what we got to preach here. I know it's probably not the sexy thing for me to say, but so relieved. We love the stock. We love the orange. We love the orange. Thanks, Alex. Love the orange. I appreciate that. This is my breakfast, to be honest. It was either I have breakfast. I eat pretty late in the morning. Either I have breakfast or I come live. And I wanted to come live. There we go. Here's a little retest of that moving average right there. Nasdaq's up 500 points. Is that right? Check that out, Ivan. Oh, I'm already on Qs. What is that? 40 times whatever that's up. You know what? I don't have the Qs on my watch list. What is that about? There it is. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, okay, let's talk about risk management for a hot second here. And it looks like Tesla is... Can't tell if Tesla is going to consolidate here for a little bit more, if it's consolidated long enough and it's going to rip back up. But this is really like, it's only consolidated a couple times today. So let's talk about risk management. Days like today, where the Qs are up, Tesla's up 20%, everything's up pretty much. Be careful to, first of all, don't FOMO. I'm going to talk as if I'm talking to myself. I'm going to be careful to not to FOMO into stuff, number one. Because I've been missing out on all this bull run. Even though I haven't, I've just lost a lot of my positions that I've switched into other stocks. But number two is don't be afraid to buy insurance puts. What I mean by that is, particularly I'm talking about the NASDAQ for me, because I trade tech stocks for the most part. Zoom, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Nvidia, PLTR, stuff like that. They're all tech stocks, right? So what happens is those get slammed first and foremost. And we were going to talk about bonds today, because on Discord, Ivan was saying, let's chat about bonds for a little bit. Bonds, so the 10-year treasury yield on the left-hand side, if you guys can see, it's not very big, but it closed at 1.537%. And it looks like Tesla's consolidating here on that moving average. So what that means is it's come down from its highs. I think its highs were 1.65%. So the reason why I look at the 10-year is, number one, because of the yield curve signaling more towards the 10-year, right? The 30-year even more. But the 10-year is just that kind of good mix. Also, 10-year gives us more inflation metrics, really, I think, because the 10-year paints a more intermediate term picture. The bond market's closed, though. My Thinkorswim never gets data. My Interactive Brokers never gets data past 9 a.m. Pacific. So I think it's some sort of weird marketplace that I don't really care about because I don't trade bonds, but that's something to keep in mind there. So on days like today, what I recommend is you take a look at some insurance puts that you are potentially thinking that are going to go to zero, but are there to protect your account in case we see the massive dump that we've seen for the last couple of weeks. Okay. Sorry, we got to keep it with that. Tim, love your chat. I'm not on my own and part of something that none of my family understands. Welcome, Tim. Welcome. You're part of our family now. So someone's asking, do I think it'll go down again this week? It's not that I think it'll go down. It's that I think that I don't know anything. So that's what I start with first, right? The thesis I start with first is I don't know shit. Okay, I have my thesis, I have my master plan, but everyone hasn't planned until they get punched in the face. Muhammad Ali, right? Where's that Muhammad? Mike Tyson. Who cares, right? So the point is, on days when we are standing up and we're throwing punches and we're making money, are days where come into the platform, look at. And if you're only in Tesla, look at Tesla puts. If you're only in tech stocks, look at the NASDAQ puts. But come in here and try to look at insurance, right? Something that hedges you. So come into your account, look at your account's delta. if your account's delta is, let's say, 50, I don't know, I'm making it up. And you can weight this on SPX. You can, yeah, I'd probably weight it on SPX. You can come in and then you can buy, let's say 17 days away on the NASDAQ, you can buy some insurance puts. So typically speaking, a good rule of thumb that I personally have learned from Pounding the Table podcast, great podcast, is 1% of your account portfolio every other week. So about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can go as far as a month away. 1% of your account, putting it away into puts. In for me, it's gonna be NASDAQ QQQ. Okay, so coming in here, looking at the delta. So in our example, our account delta was 50. If we wanted to fully hedge our account delta, fully 1-for-1, well, all we'd have to buy are 2 of these puts right here, right? 2 of these. These are 25 each. Buy 2 of them. We've hedged fully our account. If you want to hedge partially, you can hedge partially. Isn't IV high right now to buy puts? It probably is, but the question, the question is, what else can you do? I mean, maybe you can sell covered calls to get some directional downside bias. But if the market's so finicky, in my opinion, right now, that I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw a massive down day again tomorrow. Not to say that this is a full dead cat bounce, but judging from what we've seen for the last little bit, these are risks and rewards that you have to weigh yourself. I personally, have been holding puts. So today I got slammed on some of them, but I did buy more NASDAQ puts this morning. So, I mean, maybe I'm paying a premium for that, but I'm just adjusting for that 1% of my account type of thing. You can go higher, you can go lower. It's up to you. But it is probably high, but I mean, it might be well worth it on, potentially a negative 10 day tomorrow, a negative 10% day tomorrow, if that happens. So my point is to say that had we have done stuff like this properly and diligently, we probably wouldn't have I wouldn't have gotten my account slapped as much as I did. Looks like Tesla is reconsolidating around this 670 area. Hey Tyler, welcome. Or a 3-day bull run. Absolutely. Who knows? Yeah, today my tears have been washed away. Best day ever, including GME. Oh, GME. Man, if GME comes back down, GME is sitting at $240. Jesus Christ. If GME comes back down, oh, Jesus Christ, look at that pop. Look at that pop. Tesla to $1,000, someone says. Nice. Wow. Holy cow. Look at that pop. Wow. 675. 675 on Tesla. It says I had SPY and SPX puts, but they didn't help me. That's the thing is I talked about this on the video yesterday, and on Discord, obviously we've talked about this, Ivan, but that, S&P is near all-time highs already. So, the fact that the S&P is already near all-time highs is, Jesus Christ, we're just legging up. This is nuts. I don't even know what to say. Look at this. Tesla's at 674, hit 670, almost 677. Yeah, if 695, I'm sticking with 675, says Tyler. 900 end of week. I hope you guys are right. God knows our accounts need it. Okay, April. Gotta come back in and trade some of these things. Holy cow. These are just... Is this Wall Street bets? Yeah, I have no idea what's happening right now. Hold on. Let me prep this. Okay. I'm trading on my phone, by the way. That's what's happening on the side here. Hey, Gentry, how's it going? Big money's coming back in. Absolutely big money's coming back in. The question really is was big money just looking for the first red day in the bond market to just get back in type of deal? Was that all it was? They were just spooked? Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 700 today. I've seen days like this on Tesla. All right, I'm coming back in. Hold on. Okay, market order. I'm in. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Dollars. Yeah, great. So in for 30. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 700 today. We're not that far off. Tyler thinks we're gonna hit. Yeah, hey, we hit. Did we hit 20%? We did at the highs. We hit 20% on the day. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. This is nuts. They needed Kathy to reassure them yesterday. Potentially. Absolutely. Yeah. This is crazy. Hey Mike, what's up? Yeah, shoot, it's been a cat on a trampoline this morning, dead or alive. Nice. Absolutely. I think we're about to take another leg up here. Could be wrong, but my money's riding on it. So let's see. This is, guys, when we go live, we have a good time together, win or lose. Even when we were going down, we were coming on live. You guys were coming on live with me. We were having a good time. Makes days like this a lot sweeter. Absolutely. You know what's not sweet? Is this freaking oranges I've been buying. So sour. They're from like Florida. But you're all supposed to have good oranges down there. Some like GMO shit. Any options play for tomorrow? Strangle. Let's check. Let's check. Short squeeze. People, you guys really think it's a short squeeze? Okay. Options for tomorrow on Tesla, or for this week. I've been like, they're expensive. $50, $60 are being priced in the market. Kind of expensive, to be honest. How far out? Here's the thing. I'm tempted to sell premium. What are the odds we have another 20% day if someone did a histogram of odds? Not very high. And another 20% day at 700 would mean a $140 move, which puts us at 840. 840 premium, I'm getting $1 for this week. So, and all you really need is a couple of hours of premium going stale, right? We just hit another high. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Join the family. We do this a lot. We go live pretty much every day. We make new videos come up on the channel every day. So if this interests you, just do those things there. We moved 111 points. It's nuts. Absolutely, Ivan. Crazy. Looks like a little flush out here. Is this the flush out? STC says another 20% day. Are there probably those independent? I mean, probably. I mean, it's like you're asking, like, is it heads or tails where they're independent? Because, like, you know, if I flipped tails 10 times straight, is the probability that I get tails in the next one less because I've already done it 10 times? I think it's a little bit different with this because market makers know what's happening. Market players have their positions on. So it's probably a little bit different. Sold some puts a few days and I'm collecting premiums. Feels like free cash. Nice. Nice. Tesla is okay, so we're up officially pretty much 20% for the day. Actually, in fact, we are 20%. Nah, come on. Don't make me feel stupid. 675, I think, is 20%. We're at 19.89%, so I'm just waiting for the 20. So basically up 20. Now, I'm looking at algos. I'm looking at resistance points. Let's take a look here for a second. So we're up 20% officially at the moment at 675.50. Okay, I'm going to remember that. In terms of what we got going on, we got really no resistance on the 30-minute. On the 1 hour, okay. Oh, I didn't even catch this. On the 1 hour, we got resistance at 680. Okay. Something to watch out for there. And then on the daily, we got nothing on the daily. Like we can run back up to 750 or Tyler's 675 or 625 as he wants. So we got room to run there. But on the 1 hour, it does look like we have 680 is kind of our next point of resistance. or supply zone, if you want to call it supply zone. So interesting to look at there. Huh. Okay, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. 675.32 is 20%. Thank you, Marco. Thanks for the calculation. So we're just $1 under there right now. But the reason why I think about that sometimes is just because there might be certain algos out there that are like, a stock's up 20% and it's a mega cap. Then let's go ahead and sell some shares on it. But even that, I think, probably doesn't hold much water right now. Hey, James from Oregon Cashflow Pro. Great channel. Check them out. Tesla blowing up today. Elon announced on Twitter a wider full self-driving release, likely end of the week. Yeah, I saw that today, this morning, and I'm super stoked about that. The question I had for him, and I tweeted at him like a fanboy. No one's going to reply to me. But and maybe one of you guys know the answer. Are people that are going to buy the monthly full self-driving subscription going to have the beta option? If so, man, I'm so excited. I'm going to probably make some videos on full self-driving beta here in Canada if that's true. Barry Wishy exited in the 500s. I wonder if Barry covered his covered his positions. Actually, that's a good question. Decibel, thanks for another great show, bro. Appreciate you watching. Thank you. Thank you. What happened today to the mark? To the mark. I don't know what the mark means. Is shorting Tesla a bad idea now? I think shorting Tesla any day is a bad idea, even though you would have made money. I just, for days like today is why shorting Tesla is a bad idea. Not buying puts. Buying puts is different, right? When you buy puts, you don't have infinite loss potential. When you short the stock, which is what you're saying, yeah. In general, here's my opinion. In general, shorting stock is just probably a bad idea. Number one, what's the point? Just buy puts. Maybe it's not optionable. Number two is you're really actively betting against a company to a degree where it actually hurts them. Like, you got to be a certain type of person for it. You can apply for it. Yeah, I know I can apply for it, but I wonder if I don't have full self-driving beta, if I can still get it on the monthly subscription. Someone says probable Elliott wave 5 of upside or wave of 2 downside. I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it. I'm guessing that's good. Harris says, I said in your live stream the bottom was 560. I hope you're right, Harris. I mean, I don't want to say, I want to, never say never, but, I hope you're right here. Oregon Cashflow Pro, James, if you're already in the subscription service, I would think so. Don't think it's being offered yet. Yeah, so that's what I'm wondering is when the subscription comes out in April and I get the subscription, then can I get the button for beta? Alex says, where in Canada are you based out of? I'm in Vancouver. Hey, Vivian. Ciao, welcome. Tesla recently opened up beta. All you have to do is request online. Yeah, they're going to have a button in the car. They're going to have a button in the car where I can just hit the button and I'll apply for it. I don't have to actually send an email. I think they changed the rules on that one a little bit. So one thing to watch here is, though Tesla is rising and it's steadying here, the call pricing for this particular call is not moving. So I wonder if that signals something for us. Let's see. Something to watch for. But it does look like 677.30 is the high day. Wait, Yahoo, better hair day. Thank you. You know what happened is yesterday I literally came back. I had a toque on, threw it off, went live, didn't even think about it, and or I did my video. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in. Don't worry, I don't take offense to anything. It just makes sense to be long equity. Chamath, yeah, good quote, Griffin. It does. But when everything was down, it didn't. Nothing. Oh, to be long equity, yeah, versus options, for sure. Yeah, I definitely felt that. Absolutely. Dr. Modi, we're up 6 Gordons today. Another 10 Gordons to go back to all-time high. I hope so. I am experiencing extreme FOMO just because I was about to buy 10 shares Tesla yesterday. I mean, if you have a long enough time horizon, Ibrahim, it's all good. I mean, Tesla, the company, hasn't changed in one day. So if you believe in the company and you're looking to hold, big deal. which is what I'm guessing if you're about to buy shares, you're thinking about doing. Rebirth. Guesses on ARK's new price prediction. So Kathy Wood came on yesterday and she said it's significantly increased. Looks like Tesla wants to retest highs, 676 here. Let's see. We'll keep an eye on this. But she said it's significantly gone up. I mean, that gets me excited. That gets me real excited. It gets me so excited I almost want to hit like on my own video and subscribe. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Dr. Modi. Appreciate that. Little flying bean. Appreciate it. Okay, looks like we just dumped about $5. A little flush out. Let's see how long this lasts here. We're still up 19.7% for the day. Hey, Griffin, happy birthday, man. It's a great birthday present. Absolutely. Hey, awesome. That's awesome. You look like you're like 22 now, I'm going to guess. James, oh my God, what happened? I know. Don't know, man. But you're here. Van City, yeah. Days like this is why I never do covered calls. I don't care how sexy the premium is. Well, you can manage your risk. So, I did a covered call yesterday, collected $2, bought it back for $1-ish. I forget. I'm rounding. I didn't have to hold it overnight. For the most part, I agree. Holding it overnight and stuff like Tesla is just a gong show in terms of what's going to happen. But that's why you have covered calls. Covered calls give you defined risk. So you really don't have to worry too much. You already know what your max loss is going to be. And even if I sold covered calls for this week, 800 strike, Tesla rose to 750. As long as on Friday it never passed 800 or never got close, it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, covered calls a little bit different. Sorry, I'm mixing two things up. I didn't do covered calls. I did, in this case, I sold call vertical. So those are defined. Tesla shorts will never learn. Yep. Almost margined out, but the noose was loosened at 669. Nice, Peter. There we go. That's the $1 million question. Do we continue this? Oh, whoops. Do we continue this for the rest of the week? Tough to say, but go back and watch my talk on insurance and buying yourself some premium. Okay, so it looks like we got some room on the downside. I'm gonna buy back in here closer probably to 678 again. So okay, sold. Hold on, market fill. Second. Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I potentially get into leaps again. Just because, when something rallies $112, you really want to buy on the back of that. Or even when, okay, let's say if Tesla has a flat day tomorrow, I'm still going to be paying less for leaps tomorrow than I will be today. That's just the way it's going to go. So something to keep in mind there. Subscribed. Thank you, Mr. S13652. Only 80 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like. Appreciate that, Ivan. Yeah, how many likes? We're at 90 likes apparently right now. So awesome. Just wanted to say congrats. All hit that big community. Thank you, Dr. Modi. Appreciate that. Do you think Tesla will go down anymore? I read this is a bull trap. So watch the beginning of this video a little bit after, but yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, when the stock goes up, we're up what, $110 on the day. By the way, remember, just like last year, that was $550 pre-split. We're up. So for us to have, a 20 point down day would still mean that we're up net $80 for whatever the last couple of days. It's just nuts. It's nuts. So that's a concept that you got to live by is like net. Hey, thanks, Alex. Appreciate hey, you're Canadian as well. Thanks for streaming. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching, y'all. It's funny, I always get a lot more super chats when Tesla is going up versus when Tesla is down, but that makes sense. People got more money when Tesla's up, so I get that. Thank you for watching, y'all. Yesterday was a bear trap. Tesla cannot be held. You know what I gotta do? I gotta change these logos of these monsters running from Streamlabs into like Elon memes. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. So Ivan, you bought a bunch of weeklies this morning, did you? Solid move. I saw your gains. Nuts. Just nuts. If you bought weeklies, not even this morning, if you bought them yesterday, man, you made a killing. Martin, how's the mental capital preservation going? It's going great right now. I just had an orange to keep up with the mental capital bank account, but it's going good. It's early in the morning still. It's 11 here on the West Coast. Appreciate you asking. What does a bull trap mean? A bull trap and a bear trap are essentially where, imagine if the stock is rallying really, really high and one day it has a 10% down day. Well, all of a sudden you and everyone thinks, hey, that this is it. This is the end of the stock. It's gone up way too far. This is the first red day. This is signaling a downward move. Well, guess what? You go short and the stock the next day continues to rally higher. Guess what? You've just gotten bull trapped, and vice versa is the bear trap. Harris has a great prediction. Let me read this out. I really like this prediction. My prediction is, Harris says, that Tesla will either go up, either go down, or remain the same. You know what? I've got to agree with you on that. Some days I don't think that's true, but you know what? Today I'm going to agree with you on that. Retail literally can't buy this amount of volume. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, we've all used our dry powder. I think it's fair to say. Michael, just woke up, put my last money into Tesla and GMA IA yesterday. Or Jumia, you mean. Nice, Michael. There we go. Do you know what happened to the market cap? The market cap's gone up by 20%. So I think it was 700. So now it's 20% more than that. So 140 more than that, which is nuts if you think about it. Ivan has always hidden it. Absolutely. Oh, nope. He bought more leaps, he said. Nice. Trung, I sold almost everything but kept Tesla and YOLO for the first time in my life. Nice. Well, it paid off, hopefully, for you. What do you think happens tomorrow with tech? This is why I bought tech puts, NASDAQ 100 puts, because imagine yourself waking up tomorrow like we have for the last 16, what feels like 200 days in a row, and you wake up, bond yields are up, and immediately check your watch list and everything's red. So in order for me to protect those kind of mornings, I did buy some insurance puts. So but I only bought enough where if it went to, oh Jesus, there we go. Tesla is just pumping at random times. I don't get it. But I love it. What do you think about TTD? I don't really watch Teladoc too much, to be honest, to give a really good opinion, but good industry. Ivan's talking in third person now. Ivan got destroyed as you guys did last few weeks. Luckily, I was only in shares and leaps. Nice. Schrodinger's bounce. Nice. So yeah, I just wanted to come on for live for a little bit. I didn't, because some of the feedback I got was like, hey, you don't have to come on for Power Hour, which I appreciate because it lets me do other things during the day. Where is he? Oh, Quadruple Witching. Okay, yes. So yeah, so someone on our Discord asked, and I promised them I'd cover it. I'm guessing that's, hold on. Skewer, I'm guessing that's you. Okay, oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. So Quadruple Witching, remember, and I talked about this on the live stream yesterday, but Quadruple Witching is on the third Friday of March. So not this week's Friday, but I think the following week's, is it? Yeah, so not this Friday, the following Friday. What that means, and another thing that's happening this week is indices are rebalancing, or maybe they've already have rebalanced. I can check the dates on it. But what that means for Quadruple Witching, I don't think is anything significant. As to say, I don't think anything in particular we're waiting for. One thing I will say though is watch out for S&P inclusion updates coming up this week potentially. Stuff like maybe Zoom coming up into the S&P 500. I know they theoretically can't because they have multi-class shares and all this sort of stuff, but it's something to look out for. But in terms of quadruple witching this time around, I don't anticipate anything big. Again, quadruple witching means when 4 sets of futures or options contracts expire. So basically, there's a lot of market volatility and a lot of market liquidity, moreover, on the third Friday of March, the third Friday of the last month of the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So, potentially that might be a target date, like I said yesterday. If you're sitting on cash right now, again, I've said this in the beginning of the stream, none of this is investment advice, but stay a little bit patient. Let's get a general market trend going first. Today's not a trend. Today might be the start of a trend. Yesterday might have been the capitulation day where everything gets, everyone sells for the last time and then we rally. Yesterday potentially could have been that capitulation day. If you don't know capitulation, just Google it. Investopedia should have a good article on it. But we're not in a trend yet. So if you have your capital that you're trying to stay pretty close to your chest and for good reason after the last couple of weeks what we've gotten, keep that in mind. I'm going to log into Flow Algo here in a second. Good. But yeah, keep that in mind. All of that to say really is just like your number one goal really trading, investing is probably capital preservation, number one, as like a, just like a war. If you look at your investing and trading like as a war, the number one goal is safety, right? The number two goal is to win, but safety of the soldiers is vitally important. So let's take a look at Flow Algo for the day. Yesterday we saw massive Tesla call sweeps. Today we actually have seen them as well. We just saw one come in. What is this? How is this in the future? 1 p.m. Eastern. What time is it right now? Oh no, this is an hour ago. So we saw 611,000 call sweep of 665 calls expiring this week actually came in. Interesting. At 107. Man, I wish I was on this earlier. I would have gotten a better signal of it. $1.2 million call sweep early this morning, pretty much right at open. 1.2 million, very aggressive, and for next quadruple witching day. So I wish I was on that. I would have had a better signal there. Apple call sweeps just came in. 211,000 for 125 strike Apple. April calls. Some Facebook stuff, some Zoom stuff. I'm in Zoom still, unfortunately, bag holding on those. Apple again, some other stuff. Let's take a look here. AMC, don't care, it's 50 grand. Anything else? GME, we saw a huge call sweep pretty much right an hour into open. But those didn't pan out, it looks like. That's pretty much it. So nothing really that amazing right now on Tesla call sweeps. I mean, it was earlier in the day, but again, these do expire next. So these expire on quadruple witching. So potentially the move is still yet to be made, but these are pretty much 685. And what are we sitting at right now? Let's take 685 and we're sitting at 675. So we're pretty much there at the moment. We're $10 away. So Trung, quadruple witching was when I subscribed to your channel. You did a great job with that video, Yash. Thank you, Trung. Yeah, that was one of my most popular videos on the channel so far, which is crazy. Nice volume, Ivan says 47 million. Yeah, that's really good, actually. Yeah, paper hands is not good for Tesla, absolutely. Stimulus vote delayed, apparently. Is that right? Okay, keep that in mind. This is why you buy insurance puts, if you, right? By the way, if you own shares and that's all you care about and you're like a long-term investor, who cares? Just hold it, right? If you're over leveraged, if you're short-term trading options, if you're in more intermediate stuff, if you're in leaps, then look at really how to hedge your account properly. If you're a long-term shareholder and you're like 10 years long, no big deal. Worst case, you just, or conservative case, you can just sell some covered calls. No big deal. So the market gods threw me a lifeline today. I agree, baby. BB Pepe. I think that's a familiar profile picture I see from Discord. SJC, maybe that's you. 1500 by October. I like it. I hope you're right. Let me just take a look here. 675 on Tesla. We are up 19.95%. If I come into April's chain, let's take a look. I still think the April calls actually are decently priced. It's actually not terrible. So right now you can buy an April 1st call, 740 strike on Tesla, for $29. $29. It's not bad. Let me show you. I've officially turned into my dad, who only puts in market orders. And sometimes when I'm trading and live streaming, I can't get fills in properly because it takes too much for me to like figure that out. I have it on my phone. And I've officially turned into my dad, where the only thing he does is market orders. And I literally, I get so upset because, it's just wasting money. Market orders are really wasting money, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so we're retesting there. I'm going to throw in a bid here. 810. Let's there. Okay, let's buy on weakness. I got filled. Okay. So hopefully this this run continues. Tesla's at 672 now. It looks like a little flush out that we're seeing, but it is what it is. We've been seeing that periodically the entire day. So 2810 is my cost basis. Okay. So I've got 5% options, so I don't think about a hedge. Not too crazy. Yeah, that's not too crazy. Not too crazy. Yeah, so the August stuff, yeah, I've forgotten about that stuff probably by now. But someone said that the stimulus stuff got delayed, so potentially that could be part of the issue. Potentially. 2810. Market. Okay, so keep that in mind. I mean, it looks like we're just probably going to consolidate here for a hot second before we move up or we move down potentially. But let's keep the larger picture in mind here. It looks like some of the buying might be tailing off, to be honest. It looks like some of the buying might be tailing. So this is today's graph. I can't even fit it into the screen. I can't even fit this in. So it's just nuts what's happened to. We've like literally from the bottom at 595 to the high at 678. We've moved not right. Is that $83 from low? It's not possible. Literally up 110 today, but you get the point. Let's move this into the 1 minute. Zoom in here for a little. So today we're probably going to be having a video out. By the way, like we upload videos on the channel every day. We live stream not every day, but very often, enough for you. If you care, hit the bell button. I said this yesterday. I'm going to repeat myself ad nauseum, but if you didn't listen yesterday, a lot of people are not getting alerted to videos coming up with the bell. So I ask you to just unsubscribe to the bell and then resubscribe to the bell. It's a YouTube issue. Can't really do much about it. But join the channel. And SNDL. Yeah, I don't look at SNDL, to be honest. Alex, amazing job. You got 20. Ooh. Man, you printed money on those. End of week 700. Very possible at this point. Oh, the news is already 3 hours old and soon. Okay, great. 420 viewers. Oh, 421. Why don't you guys go off? I'm just kidding. 420 viewers and 69 likes. Doge to the moon. Crypto is also pumping pretty hard, it seems like, which is awesome. Crypto, it's funny, right? Crypto really seems to move with the market more than it is independent, which honestly kind of signals that it's still an immature market a little bit to me. because when a market is immature and it's supposed to, let's say there's supposed to be a -1 correlation between the stock market and crypto, right? It's a -1 correlation. This goes up 1, this goes down 1, that sort of deal. The fact that they're both moving in line right now kind of sort of signals the fact that crypto is so immature that there's not enough money to make it a perfect market yet. And should it be at maturity, should it be at it priced in as a perfect market, then it'll show a -1 correlation. So if anything, that shows kind of some bullishness on crypto, I guess. Crypto still can, like Ethereum can still, like, there's a lot of people on FinTwit that think Ethereum is going to 10x this year. So 140. Oh, looks like Tesla's dumping here. 146 likes. I ask for you, if you enjoy the stream, just hit the like, hit the subscribe, join the family. But if you don't want to, that's fine. Tesla, please drop to 550. So it looks like now we're probably going to see a potential little flush. To where we go, I don't know, but something to keep in mind here. Sell that. Still holding shares. This is, days like today really make our share, make our leaps, great again. Hashtag make our options great again. Just because it's not the fact that Tesla has moved $110. It's the fact that it's moved $110 in one day that really changes the options pricing for the better for us, or for the worse if you're going to chase. Just because, and it's highly disputed. There's a Black-Scholes model, something that's super outdated. But regardless, part of the options pricing is how fast the move is accelerated one way or another. So when a move like Tesla happens today, $110 one way, one day, you're going to get a disproportionate pricing of calls to puts, a disproportionate pricing of potentially the whole entire market, depending on the marketplace. Looks like Tesla's dumping a little bit back to probably retesting this consolidation area of 668. Sorry. So keep that in mind if you're going to be buying leaps today. Just know that they come with a little bit of a higher degree of risk, short term. If you're buying for the long term, anything, just believe in the company. Personally speaking, we can check out his tweets as well on Twitter. But let's do that here. So Elon tweeted a couple times this morning. 420 views. So one thing was interesting. He talked about Europe, and someone said, we demand the button in Europe, the FSD button, and he said, we'll ask the regulators. So it tells me that this beta potentially could be soon enough worldwide. But I'm not bullish on European regulators, to be honest. He also replied saying, someone was asking, or Holmars was asking, Elon, what does the FSD button do? Does it put you in queue to get FSD beta, or to download it immediately, or for anyone who has FSD who wants to try it? He said, assuming user approves warning and agrees to drive carefully, it will download the latest quality QA tested, quality assurance tested FSD beta build as soon as the car connects to Wi-Fi. So there you go, right there. That's a button that's essentially going to allow you to download FSD beta. That's nuts. Because here's why I think this is crazy. Because if this comes out and this is actually true, and this is me discounting Elon talk a little bit because we've been hearing, we have to discount Elon talk a little bit. But if this comes out and this is true, and I can press a button to download FSD beta, granted I have FSD, can you imagine the mass mainstream media coverage of full self-driving beta? Because you can bet your bottom dollar, if this is coming out, this is going to be, and I'm actually going to make a video about this today, but you can imagine that all of a sudden, if anyone and everyone can agree to be on beta, whoever it is, the amount of news people that are going to come out and test drive it, the amount of YouTubers that are going to come out and test drive it, the amount of professional car owners that are going to want to try this out, it's going to be a huge deal. And the reason why I even think this is because Honda autonomous level 3. There was this terrible article out 5 days ago that got so much press for no reason. Honda's Legend sedan with level 3 autonomy available for lease in Japan. Now, this isn't the same article that I saw, but one of them that I saw was literally Honda now beats Tesla. Man, I wish I could find it. Oh, this one. Honda beats Tesla to first level 3 autonomous car. I lost my mind. And look at the first line too. It's just so provocative for no reason. Elon Musk won't be happy about this. You think Elon Musk for a second sits in his office and thinks about Honda's autonomous driving? Anyways, I got a huge kick out of this. And I started going through this. And apparently this car is over 100 grand. Someone might know in the comments. Let me know. But I can try to Google it. But apparently this car is really goddamn expensive. So this autonomous car. So it's just like it's like Elon Musk won't be happy about this stuff. Come on, like Kathy Wood has said this. Oh, it's 102,000. It's right here. Kathy Wood has said this a million times. Like the person that's gonna win, the company that's gonna win autonomous is the company with the most data and the best data, where you can consolidate and to say with the greatest amount of good quality data. And I think Waymo is currently at 100 million miles driven. Someone could probably correct me if they know updated numbers. 100 million, and I think Tesla's over 10 billion miles driven in terms of data collection. It's just not even close. And so when autonomous comes up, and autonomous is going to be a big deal for a lot of autos moving forward, because everyone knows they have to move autonomous, right? Even if it's driver assist, even if it's within the lane, there's going to be a consumer level demand for automakers to have these features to stay relevant, even if we discount autonomous driving robotaxi fleets altogether, which I still think robotaxi fleets are a little bit away, further away than people think. I'm happy to be wrong on that. But let me see if I can actually try to find, if you guys remember, if you guys are OGs to the channel, it looks like Tesla's coming back down here to 666, the devil's number. But I'm going to try to pull up full self-driving, the model. If you guys are OGs to the channel, you probably remember I did a back of the napkin price target with FSD on Tesla. Try to see if I can pull this up here. Just just like a loose rough. And here's where I'm a little bit different. I'm not assuming robo-taxi. I know a lot of people do. I'm not assuming licensing. I'm not assuming cargo fleets. I'm not assuming anything really that big. Just full self-driving. Like what they have right now. Like if they didn't give me anything else, they didn't give me, city streets. They didn't even give me blah 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 blah. What all the other cool, like navigation, all that sort of stuff. They didn't give me anything else. They just gave me what they have right now. I think they can easily charge $250 a month for it. Some people are saying $199. Some are saying $99. There's no way they're charging $99. If full self-driving package cost me 10 grand right now to buy, over 10 years, let me just do some quick math. Over 5 years, pardon me, that's $2,000 a month. Per month, that gets me $166 not being financed. So $199 would be like the bare minimum that they would charge for this, in my opinion, unless they do some sort of a promo. So if they charge $250 a month for this, in 2030, I'm calculating there's 66 million cars in Tesla's fleet by then. And the way I'm getting to 66 million, and it could be higher, we can adjust these numbers. The way I'm getting to 66 million, you're like, oh, that sounds really high. But remember, Tesla already has a bunch of cars in their fleet right now. Some say 1.5 million, maybe 1.25. So there's some cars in there. Tesla in 2021 should produce probably 800,000 vehicles. And then we have a 50% growth rate up until 2027, where I stabilize the growth rate at 30% until 2030. I take all of the cars and I add them up, and then we get to 66.7 million. If we add what we have in the fleet, but then we discount because we're like, hey, maybe I'm a little bit off, I just put in 66 to be conservative. By the way, this is conservative, right? All these numbers. If out of 66 million Tesla cars out there in 2030, 30% of them subscribe to the monthly package with full self-driving for one reason or another. Maybe it's because they don't want their kid driving. Maybe in the future we don't want our kids to drive ever. It's just unsafe. So we just have full self-driving for them to get to place to place to place because we know we can trust it more than the human. I know it sounds weird, but this is probably where we're moving to in the next 10 or 15 years, right? So that gets our monthly recurring revenue to about $5 billion a month of monthly recurring revenue. Annually recurring, this gets us to 60 billion. Again, I'm assuming 100% gross margin profit on this. Probably not safe to do. But even if we change these numbers to, let's say, 20% to adjust for a lower gross margin profit, right? We still get to a market cap of FSD with a PE ratio of 20 to 792 billion. And Tesla right now sits at, let's take a look. Tesla right now is sitting at 639 billion. So almost all of the value right now, you could even say, is potentially speaking just to them selling FSD to their fleet. So something to watch for. So I was watching Lex Friedman the other day. Once we get to 99.5% complete, the raw data won't matter anymore. Instead, it'll be gathering edge case data. Oh, absolutely, for sure. And machine learning. And if you're really into dojo and machine learning and edge cases, I recommend you watch. Dave Leon Investing has a great YouTube channel. He's interviewed someone named James, who is like an engineer, machine AI guy. Great interviews there. So, Josh, hey, Yashu, I have a covered call at 700 for Friday. What should I do? Well, that's tough. Depends what you sold it for. Right now, it's selling 700 calls are for this week is selling for 1,000. So if you're comfortable with selling your shares at $700, just let it be. If you're not comfortable with it, while we are in a downtrend right now on the stock, so potentially speaking, you could see a subsiding of covered call value on there. But I'd have to know what you sold it for. One purpose of YouTube is to give bad press to journalism. Yeah, she's giving bad press to the bad press. That's the stuff I like. I'm not trying to be negative, but like I try to keep this channel 100% positive. So if I'm being too negative, call me out on it. Dojo processing can also be leased to other OEMs. That's a great point, Tyler. Yeah, that's the thing is like. Dojo, like leasing dojo, leasing FSD to car owners or to car OEMs, leasing FSD to warehouse OEMs. Who knows? There's more to FSD probably, or more to the data than just using it for driving cars. Solar, Powerwall, cars, the Model 2's coming out, or the Model 4, or whatever you want to call it. Missing a bunch of stuff. I'm losing it, but you can go through a laundry list of businesses that Tesla's in, and maybe and energy, obviously, but maybe that's actually potentially one of the risks with Tesla. Execution risks is the fact that they have their hands in so many baskets. But man, if they get this right, they could potentially be sitting on this one of the biggest market cap companies in the world. That's why I think we're all invested in it. Honda, Marcus says Honda's max is 30 miles per hour on the highway. What? Oh man. Imagine buying a Honda for 100K. Yeah, I know. Honestly. My experience with the FSD non-beta is like it's a teen driver. I've had to get really close to someone drifting right in the left lane. I've had that with my autopilot as well. There's one particular road on my, it's 2 blocks away from my house. Every time I'm in autopilot, it always wants to switch into the other lane. And that's fine when there's no cars, but if it does in the middle of the intersection, it's bad. Looks like Tesla is in a little bit of a free fall back to 666. We're still up 17.5% today, so I don't want to hear anyone whining yet. So we're still up 17.75% on the day. Looks like Tesla's taking a little bit of a breather. Our next kind of supply line on the 1 minute is probably close to 650. On the 15 minute, it looks like it's even lower than that, but our So yeah, 650-ish is kind of our support on our pivot points. On the 1 hour, again, 650. Actually, it's 646, but you kind of get the point. It looks like it really got rejected off of this 1 hour moving average of 680 that we talked about earlier on the stream. So yeah, wait for, and maybe Josh has replied with how much he paid for that. No, he hasn't. So keep in mind that big moves are going to precede big moves. So this is why I think, Ivan, you were talking about buying a strangle or straddle, because you don't know what's going to happen. Josh says, I sold it for $464. Okay, so if you sold it for $4.64 and now you're down about $500 on it, well, here's the positive. Tesla's really moving in your direction right now. So if Tesla stabilizes here by the end of the day, potentially the 700 call, don't quote me on this, this 700 call probably is going to be worth like, it's actually decreasing right now, probably going to be worth like $7 if Tesla stays at where it's kind of at right now. Because remember, you're about 700 strike calls are about 26 deltas away. No, they're 28 deltas away. On the put side, if we look at 28 deltas, that gets us to $10. And those 28 deltas are $9.25. So yeah, if Tesla stays in and around here and consolidates for the rest of the day, you probably buy that back for only a couple $100 loss. But ask yourself the question, if you're willing to sell your shares at 700 and that's why you sold that covered call, another thing you could do is roll it out potentially. Like you could buy this back at a loss and then sell more covered calls past 700, right, to collect more premium. So there's a bunch of things you can do to kind of roll it out as well. So Hyung says, is there any potentially any legal issues with regulators slowing the path to level 4 and 5, such as assigning blame and accents? That's the thing, Hyung, is I really feel like level 4 and 5, the reason why I'm not so bullish as fast as a lot of people in this space about robo-taxis is because of regulators. One thing you can't control is government and how slow they goddamn are, right? Bureaucracy is one of the worst things in society. So do I believe that there's going to be certain municipalities and state governments that are going to allow this? Yes. Do I think it's going to be a national thing anytime soon with robotaxi fleets of semis flying around? Probably not anytime imminent. But something to kind of watch out for. So yeah, all that to say is I wish I'm wrong. I wish regulators approve all this sort of stuff, and especially European regulators, like Martin's saying. It's yeah. Did I get it right that you bought and sold a car during the stream? Yeah, I did it multiple times, but luckily I'm out before this huge dip. I saw the writing on the wall a little bit once we started to dip. Only lost $100 on that last one, so. I wonder how much that call is now that I bought. Let me take a look. Let's take a look. That is now $23. Oh, I almost want to buy it now at this point. Let's put this into the 2-minute. Out a little bit. It looks like Tesla surpassed its kind of 15 candle moving average, or 50 candle moving average. So let's see if it sticks to here a little bit. April 1st still gets me some pretty decent. So hopefully this sucked the premium out of a lot of stuff. So if you want to get in, potentially look at stuff right now if you want to get long. I know Germany will really want to be the first allowing FSD. I think you're probably right. Germany is, but also didn't Germany ban the name autopilot because it was too confusing? Yeah. The thing is, I don't believe in government being technologically on the frontier of technological advancement anywhere really. Sounds like Miami is, but he's just the mayor. I mean, unless like the governor comes out or the president does something. By the way, a lot of people have forgotten. We've like pretty much forgotten talking about the Green Act. The Green Act, if that comes out and $7,500 rebates come up for Tesla cars, like this could be big. Pretty big. So looks like Tesla probably is at this point going to chop around and probably reconsolidate as low as this 650. But man, we're still up 17% for the day. Let's be let's take this into perspective a little bit. Thanks, man. What tips would you have on making premium on Tesla shares beside covered calls? What you can do is, if you don't own any shares, you can come in here, let's say, and let's go into next week's option chain. You can come in here on the options chain, and you can sell. For example, if you're flat, if your thesis is that Tesla's going to stay flat or go down, you're bearish on Tesla, you can come in here and sell covered calls, or I'm not saying covered calls, sell vertical call spreads. So if I come in here and I go, okay, I can sell for next week's expiration, I can sell a 780 strike call for $5. I can add that in, and that gets me a 12 delta. Actually, 12 delta is kind of low. Let's sell a 740. I get $10 for selling a 740. It's about a 20 delta, okay? And I obviously don't have a huge account, let's say, or if I don't want unlimited risk. Like, if this is all you did, be careful. You're selling naked calls. If Tesla goes up to 900, you're going to eat that, right? So make sure you always try to cover your positions, right? So you could, in the same move, you could sell a 20 delta call at 740 strike, and you could buy a 780 strike to cap your potential loss if Tesla skyrockets to 1500 next week, hypothetically. You're going to get, for this trade, let me try to move my screen. You're going to get, if you see it on right down here, it says credit $5. So you get about $5. So if you sell one of these, you get $500. And you will get all of that right away, but you'll have to buy this back or let it expire for worthless. And if you analyze this trade, I highly recommend you guys get Thinkorswim and analyze your trades. You can pretty much do anything that you kind of need in there. But if you come in here, and let's delete the rest of the trades I have in here. And if you analyze the profit and loss on this potential trade, you'll see it looks something similar to this. So if Tesla next week at expiration closes at 754, 755 or lower, around there, you collect your premium. This kind of looks off though a little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. If Tesla closes at 745, pardon me, or lower, I gotta move the screen, you collect all of your premium, all that $500. Your max loss on this is $3,500, so it's about $40 is the difference between your strikes. You collected $5, so it's $3,500 is your max loss here. But you only get to your max loss levels if Tesla's past $780. Another thing is you don't have to wait till next week expiration. That's the blue line. You can buy and sell this as you kind of please. In general, what I like to live by is if I've collected 50% of what I've sold. So if I collected $5 and now I can buy it back for $2.50 and just net out 50% on the trade, when I'm selling premium, that's kind of the mentality I follow. And then I can re-up and redo that trade if I want. So good juju. Yeah, we're bringing the good juju. 662 on Tesla. Where do I see Tesla end of the week? Probably in and around here. I'm not sure if it goes high and then it comes back down. I'm not sure if it goes down and comes back here. But I think 700-ish is probably man, if we finish 700 for the end of the week, put that in perspective. We'll be up here in terms of the graph. So, if by the end of the week we're at 700, you can probably safely say we're back out. We're like out of that downwards move. Right now, as it kind of stands, I'm not ready to say we're out of the downwards move yet, unless bond yields keep going down, unless inflation keeps, inflation risks keep low a little bit. But one green day doesn't mean you're back into a bull trend. So just be careful there. That's not to say I don't think we are. I think there's a good percent. I'll put a 40% chance that we're potentially back into the thick of things on the long side. But just realize that one green day doesn't mean that, right? So keep that in mind. Also, I will, and I'm not sure if you guys have been humbled like I have. Remember last July when we were up 15 or 20% like we are, and around lunchtime, Tesla literally gave up all of its gains and went red. Talk about humbling yourself, right? Those are the days you humble yourself. And we've seen them before. If you haven't been trading Tesla for a while, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But last July, we had one of those days. It was nuts. Ask me how I know, because I lost a lot of money that day. Well, I made a lot of money and then I lost it all. I would cry. I didn't cry. That's the thing is you can never cry. But yeah. What broker do you use? So this is Thinkorswim for the platform. I highly recommend you download it. Paper trading even. I don't really use this. I have some shares in here. I use Interactive Broker. Yeah, I'm not sure with Fidelity. Fidelity doesn't exist in Canada, so help you there. But I mean, a lot of people in our Discord use Fidelity. That reminds me. If you guys want to support the channel, for a couple bucks, I think it's like $5 a month, which is like, how often do you lose $5 or buy yourself a cup of coffee? Join our Discord as well. A lot of good learnings in there. We're in there pretty much 24/7. We've got a good group of people. It's how many people do we have? At this point, we have 150 people in there. Patreon link is in the description. And join our group. I'm not sure actually if any of the $5 tiers are left. But whatever. Check it out. It's in the description. Discord, essentially with the Discord, you don't have to do all the research yourself. It's a group mentality and it's not an echo chamber of just positive news either. We look at both sides of everything. So we try to make good decisions. Looks like Tesla's regaining some of its strength here. I wonder if we've bottomed here a little bit for the day, or if this is just a retest into supply and then coming back down. The supply really exists at 670-ish, so we'll see. Thinkorswim is no longer taking Canadian subscribers. Nah, they should. I just talked to them last month. Do you know if Ivy Sports first time homebuyer RRSP program? I read that somewhere ago. I don't know. I no longer qualify for that, but I think I know what you're talking about. I have an RRSP account with Interactive Brokers, and I think any RRSP has certain legislations on them allowing you to borrow. And I'm a realtor, so I know what you're talking about. But my knowledge, like any RRSP in Canada should allow you to take that money back out and use it on equity on your home if you qualify for that program. I don't think just because of Interactive Brokers it shouldn't let you. So nice. Guys are making money. Up 5K. Someone's up 10K from the Griffin's up 10K on their birthday. Guys are making money. I love it. When we're making money, everyone's just a little bit in a better mood, And I get it. You're probably not to the same extent you were at last month at highs of whatever, but count your blessings. Day by day, just there's not much you can do sometimes, and you gotta just count your blessings sometimes. So, also one thing to realize is you might not think a 20% move in your account is a lot. I do, but a 20% move in your account, if you have 4 days of a 20% move, you just doubled your account, right? So, or if you have 4 trades that are 20% net on your account, you've literally doubled your account. So keep that in mind. Not everything has to be a 10 bagger, right? 4 20% moves on your account doubles your account. So hang in there. Where do we get the Discord link? So there's you have to join Patreon. Patreon link should be in the description. And did I forget to put it? Okay. Yeah, Patreon link is in the description in the chat though. If you guys want. Let me just check if we have any. I don't know if we have any of the low priced stuff. Moment. No, we do. We have the $5 plan. We have 22 of them left. That gets you Discord access on there. Turns out my alarm never rang this morning. I woke up at 7 Pacific with 25%. Love it. That's awesome. God is good, says Randy. Nice. 15K day. Awesome. Oh, absolutely. It's good to get humbled in the market, right? Like, I hate to say it, but there's so many people that have never lost money in the stock market, and it shows. Gentry, I just want Queen Anne and Ivan's moves in the Discord. Yeah, those two are actually one of the, and them and Tyler are one of the OGs in the Discord. I think one of the first people in the Discord back when we started. You too, Gentry. I hope your work's going well with your new film job. So it looks like we're probably going to consolidate here for a little bit. I'm going to jump off here for the rest of the day, but I'm going to probably have 200K day. Damn, Alex, nice. But I'm going to be having another video out probably in the afternoon. Again, live streams almost every day, videos pretty much every day. Hit the subscribe to hit the subscribe to be alerted, or pardon me, hit the bell to be alerted. Hit the subscribe if you want my videos in your feed. Much love to everyone here. Days like today make what we've gone through for the last little bit a lot nicer, to say the least. Go out there, go give someone that bigger tip today. Go to the restaurant and leave a 5% higher tip. Go that homeless person, give them a $5 bill or whatever. Do they even have cash? Do we even have cash? I don't know. Just be nice. Try to pass on whatever gains you have. That's what I usually like to do whenever I have a big day on the account. Last chance to buy Tesla. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for tuning in. Had an amazing time. Much love to all of you. Much gratitude to everyone here. Thank you, Vivian. Much love. I'll catch you guys in the Discord. Again, Patreon link is up there. If you guys want to join, feel free to. Awesome. Catch you in the next one. All right. Peace.